All right. Sorry, I'm a little late. I had to use the restroom. Drinking a lot of water and stuff. So, um, but let's see. Let's make sure that our audio levels are good and that we sound good and everything. So, give me a second. Everything sounds good. Everything looks good. All right. Let's get into it. Let's go. Let's get this started because we're running a little behind here. Normally I start a little earlier, but all right. Let's see. We picked up some more energy drinks, I think, from her, right? I think we did. By just moving over my mic and stuff. Let's see. We have 5 of them. Oh, because we don't. Dang. Energy drinks cost a lot. I didn't think they costed that much, but they cost a lot, man. Holy crap. Alright, well, hopefully maybe we can now do this story mission thing. I mean, he's like a level 30, right? We're 27. Maybe we should like grind a little bit and get up our stuff to at least 29 or 30, you know? At least to 30, right? Because we don't want to be... I don't think we get any XP for fighting... Trying to find, like, higher level. No. Nope. Oh, man. I know that review-wise, the Final Fantasy 16 got a pretty good review, to be honest. Sitting at a 88 right now on Metacritic. That's pretty good. I mean, that's not bad. You know, that's but of course, you know, there's always going to be those people that are going to be like, this is terrible. I can't believe this. I can't believe they gave it an 88, acting like it's like a 60 or something. It's like, man, come on, dude. Like let's just enjoy the game. Like if you enjoy it more than it being an 88, then that's, you know, and you got to remember that, like, these you know, journalists, they are basically just opinion people, you know. They just give their opinion out and that's it, you know. Like, it doesn't reflect. It reflects on the person. I mean, of course, you know, everybody kind of like says, oh, well, it reflects on the website, but I think it actually reflects more on the individual, because the individual may have either liked it or didn't really like it, but doesn't mean that the company that they work for is bad because they didn't enjoy it, or they liked it, or they liked it too much, or whatever, you know. There's always going to be some sort of narrative behind everything. That's why I always suggest, like, if you're a fan of a certain franchise, don't worry about what the reviews are. Just go and play the game, because you'll know better than anybody else. You know, you'll know more than anybody else especially if you're a fan of it. Like, I know I'm gonna enjoy Final Fantasy 16. I played the demo. I liked it. You know, granted, yeah, the performance mode wasn't on par, so I might actually switch it to the quality mode when I play it, the graphics mode, because from what I'm hearing, it's better, graphically wise. Like it doesn't make the characters look all muddy and stuff. Which was a thing that I kind of also noticed with the performance mode when I played the demo, is that it had those moments of like the characters looking kind of muddy in the face and stuff. So that's not a good looking, not a good sign, you know, with it pretty close to release. Because I did see some reviews saying that the 60 frames per second mode looks a little muddy. Honestly, I don't really care. All I care about is playing the game and enjoying it and having fun. If I feel like the 30 FPS is gonna bog down my fun factor, then, you know, I'll switch it to the performance mode. But I'm gonna start off with the quality mode, the graphics mode, and then if it doesn't you know, feel good or feel right, then I'll switch it. No big deal, you know. People always try to make it a much more bigger deal than it really truly is. It's like, if you can play it on the performance mode, or play it however you want to play the game. You know, that's the way I see it. A lot of this stuff is just play the game how you want to play it. Don't worry about anybody else. Don't worry about what other people are doing or how people are playing the game. Don't worry about that stuff.
Hey, you.
Just play the game how you want to and have fun. That's it. That's what it's all about. I feel like there's some gamers in this world of gaming where they don't they can't look past certain things, and it's like guys, like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, truly, it's not. It's really not. Dang, dude. Dang. She's level 30 though, so. But maybe I can still get some XP from her. But I'm excited for it, man. I can't wait. I've been looking at the clock. I've been counting down the minutes, the hours, everything. I can't wait for it. But I am a you know, Final Fantasy fan. I'm also, you know, I also enjoy a lot of JRPGs, so it's kind of, even though, yeah, this one's going more towards the action oriented. I'm always down for Final Fantasy to do different things, you know. Maybe they doesn't say that they won't ever go back to that turn-based type of combat, you know. It's just right now, action is what's selling. You know, action is what's selling the games. I think that's why Final Fantasy VII Remake did decently, because, you know, people liked it because it had that action, you know, gameplay. These people got to realize that these games have to grow and gain a bigger audience, because we're not enough. Let's face it, we as the fans are not enough for them to continue to make the games that we love. We're just not. And as soon as you accept that, you're gonna have good times with some of these games. But if you can't accept it and you just want to, be like, well, basically I'm done with basically I'm done with the franchise, then be done with the franchise. I mean, no one's gonna stop you. No one's gonna be like, put a gun to your head and tell you to stop. It's just not gonna happen. Even the developers are probably like, well, I guess we'll lose, one person out of how many people, And that's the thing. Like, I know they were concerned about the pre-orders but I just had I had a feeling like it was just gonna be like, well, it's probably because there's gonna be a lot of people who are like waiting for the demo. There's gonna be people who are like, I'll wait to see what the reviews are. There's gonna be people who are like, I'm not gonna pre-order the game. I'll just wait until it comes out and I'll buy it. That's it. Then that's why you don't need to worry about that kind of stuff anymore. Like, pre-ordering is such an old thing now, like before, like back in the 360 and I would say even like maybe even the original Xbox PS2 days, like pre-ordering, I think they started during that generation. I'm not sure. I'm probably wrong on that one. I think it actually started in the 360 era, but during that era, like, yeah, pre-ordering made sense because things were physical, right? Like, especially like JRPGs and stuff. It made sense to pre-order because you never knew how many copies a GameStop would get, especially in your area. Like, you're not going to travel like, to another state just to get the game, right? Like, you're just not going to do that. So, like, at that time, of course, it was a little bit more like, we don't know what we're gonna if I'm gonna be able to get the game or not. Now, you don't need to do that, especially with digital and the way that digital is nowadays. Like, you could just, like, any of the JRPGs that come out, they come out digital. Like, now, like in the past, yeah, like you would have to definitely be like, yeah, I need to pre-order this because otherwise I'm probably not going to be guaranteed to get the game when it comes out on, that day or whatever. Because a lot of times with those games, they never did like a second run of those games. As soon as those games either sold or sold out at your certain GameStop or whatever, they never made another copy of it. And some of those games live and die on the consoles that they've been on, and that sucks. That some of those games have kind of lived and died on those consoles. Like one of my favorites, which is Vagrant Story, which is a Square Enix game, which is why I love Final Fantasy 12 so much. Like, I absolutely love that game. Never got, it never got its justice, its due. It never got what it deserved, to be honest. I think that game is a fantastic game, and I think that it was kind of it was kind of left to the wayside, and luckily, with Final Fantasy 12, it's set in the same set on the same continent as as Vagrant Story, so that's why I love 12, because at least with 12, that came with us, like it came with us throughout the generations. It was on the PS2, and people thought it was going to live and die there, and then Square was all like, hey, you know what, we're going to make a remaster of it, see if people will buy it. And I mean, people bought it, but I don't think enough people bought it to where we'll see probably another game in that region. Hopefully we will someday. I'm hoping that would be awesome. Plus, 12 is probably one of the closest Final Fantasies to Star Wars, and I love Star Wars. If you guys already don't know, I love Star Wars, and I like anything that has come out. I thought season 3 of The Mandalorian was okay. I thought the action in that show was really good, to be honest. But I do agree with a lot of people that Jack Black didn't need to be in it. Like Lizzo didn't need to be in it. Like some of these other people that they brought in didn't need to be there. Like the child, honestly, like as much as I love Grogu as a character, because he's essentially Yoda in that time frame, even though he's really not Yoda, because I mean he's Yoda's like master of masters, but he's still a good enough character for be like, oh yeah, that was cool to have him back. But then they, in season 2, he went off with Luke, and then all of a sudden, like in Book of Boba Fett, they like retcon that entire thing. It was just like, why? And why did you do it in a show that majority of people were like, on? Like there was several moments in Book of Boba Fett where I was just like, this is not where I would like Star Wars to go. And some of those movies and some of those shows just haven't hit. I mean, Obi-Wan, it was, I will say this about Obi-Wan. The last episode was fantastic. There was a few episodes in between that were okay, decent, but for the most part, that show lacked a lot of things that made sense to the Star Wars universe. Not saying I didn't like it, because I still watched it. I still, I'm still gonna watch anything that comes out for Star Wars. It's just something I it's like Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is coming out in on the 30th, I think, of this month, and I'm like, I'm gonna see that. Like, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what, especially IGN. Like I saw their review and I was just like, these people don't know how to review movies, man. Like stop reviewing movies, please. IGN, stop reviewing movies. You guys don't know anything about movies. You guys think you do, but you have no idea. Like, you guys are just full of it when it comes to movies. Like, movies that they've liked, I've hated. Movies that they've disliked, I've liked. It's wild. I get that they have to in order to kind of, get to have more people be engaged with them as a company, but it was just, I saw their review and I was just like, ugh, gosh. And I read it too, they were just like trying to say that like it's kind of reminiscent of the past and stuff. And like I was just like, I was reading that and I was just like, I don't know what you were expecting from, you know, Indiana Jones. Like it's gonna have references from the, you know, the past movies and stuff. Like I don't get what they were technically wanting or not. It made no sense to me, but at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, I get it, you know, like this is a younger generation who don't, you know, enjoy those types of movies like we do, you know. People that are 30 and up know these movies, you know these movies, have seen these movies, maybe not so much all of them, but have you know, grew up with them, with several of them. So, you know, they kind of know what, you know, what they like and stuff like that. So, and I saw that they had some mixed reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, which is understandable, to be honest. They just like ran away. That's crazy. Okay, that's cool. I'm cool with that. Well, we did level up. I just figured we'd go to a different place. I need to get some more Zenny up so I can buy some more energy drinks. I wonder if there's like a store in here where you can buy energy drinks and they're cheap. Like maybe if I fight this guy, maybe he'll give me a discount. But yeah, I think, you know, I'm excited for that. I can't wait for Dial the Wow, I'm drawing a blank of the name of the damn movie. Dial of Destiny. Wow. Just drawing a blank on the damn movie. But I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be good. Honestly, I think the critics are being a little too harsh on it. But we'll see, you know. We'll see when I see it, you know. But I love those movies. I mean, I even liked Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, even though it wasn't the best in this franchise, and it had its problems for sure. You know, it definitely had its problems, but it was still a really good game. Like, I mean, really good movie. You know, so I'm pretty excited for it. Can't wait. It should be pretty good. We're definitely gonna eat some food here. But yeah, I think there's a ton of stuff that I think I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Oh shoot. I get that sometimes where I just have like a complete and utter brain fart on what I'm talking about. Actually, I get that a lot, to be honest. I apologize to anybody who ever listens to me and stuff. I'm definitely not like the best talker, even though I like to talk, and I'm definitely a talker, but I definitely don't you know, I definitely have my issues with talking. Dang. If you guys ever hear me on podcasts, you would know. You know, people in the podcast realm know. Like sometimes I have issues with just getting what I really want to say out. Sometimes it's hard, man. You know. And that all stems from just I grew up with a disability. I had a pretty bad stutter when I was a kid. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it was there was moments where I couldn't, you know, say certain things or whatever. So now when I like do the stuttering stuff, like when I can't get stuff out or whatever, it makes me mad. And sometimes I get mad at not only myself, but get mad at the fact that, you know, I'm on a podcast or whatever, and I sound like a freaking doofus, you know. Not necessarily do I get mad about it, I just get more frustrated with myself on that. And it's not even to the, you know, and it definitely has nothing to do with, you know, just being on the podcast at all. Like, yeah, there's times where I'll say something, you know, like I'll say like one time on I think it was it Porter Rock's podcast? It might have been Porter Rock's podcast, or it might have been just a random persona speaks. Sometimes he lets people into his podcast once he's done talking, because he wants to hear the thoughts of everybody else, you know. It might have been where I said something, and of course, you know, sick humor, you know, called me out on it, you know, of course, you know, like he knew I wasn't, you know, really telling the truth there, you know. Like, but that's just, you know, sometimes I like to mess around like that. I don't necessarily try to, you know, be malicious about it, but you know, just to get a rise out of people, you know, sometimes. Like my buddy Bot, Xbot 448. I mess with him all the time about Forza and stuff. I told him, it's like when I told him like Forza's niche, and I told him it was niche, and he was so mad when I said that. It's just funny to me when people get mad about that stuff. It's just like, I mean, what do you know? You want me to be like, you want me to say like, oh yeah, it's the best thing on earth, you know? Like, I know it's not niche. I know that there's people who love cars and stuff and love playing Forza and love playing car games. I know that. You know, I know it's not a niche thing. But it's just funny to say that when it just gets them all riled up. It's like K Mega, my buddy K Mega 405, check, you know, shout out to him. I'm always messing with him. I'm always trying to see if I can get a rise out of him on something, you know, like on the podcast, like GRG. I'll try to say something, you know, that'll get him all riled up and want to, like, you know, and mess around with him and stuff. It's just something I like doing. You know, I don't try to be malicious about it. If he came to me and said, "Hey, bro, you know, like, you need to cool it," you know, I'd be like, "Oh, okay, sorry, man. I didn't know you were gonna, you know, didn't know you were gonna be a little B about it." No, I'm just kidding. No, I'd probably say something like, "Oh, I didn't, my bad, man," you know? But he knows I'm just joking around. I'm not really being serious. I don't really care. Like, gaming to me is supposed to be fun, you know? It's not supposed to be this serious, like, thing like people try to make it out to be on social media or whatever. It's just not my, you know, it's not something I think should be treated as a serious thing, you know? Like, yeah, granted, are there people who are serious about gaming out there? Yes, absolutely. You know, I mean, I'm pretty serious about gaming at times, you know, but like, I still know that it's just a hobby and that it's not, you know, for some people, yeah, will it take them to places that they never thought they could ever go? Absolutely. But it's not like I'm, you know, soughting for that, you know? I just like to game and have fun and talk to people that don't, you know, that either don't have the same experiences that I do, or that don't, you know, I don't mind having a debate and having a debate with people, or having a, you know, not necessarily an argument or anything, but debating with people, you know, on games and stuff. It's like well, it's like earlier today I was in Chris Righteous' space. He's a good dude. Shout out to him. He's a good dude. I was in his space, and there was a guy who came in there and was like talking about some sort of Google Glass for Nintendo or something like that. I don't know. It's some like weird thing that he was talking about. And he was like saying stuff, and I was just like, and then he goes, "Well, I'm under NDA, so I can't tell you." And I was like, "Well, then why are you telling us?" You know, I said that. I said, "Why are you telling us? If you're under NDA, you know better than to say anything." He's like, "Well, I'm mad at whoever it was that he was mad at," and I was just like, that doesn't matter, dude. You can be in big trouble right now. Like, serious trouble right now. Just for even saying one little thing that you just said. Like, are you young or something? Because you must be young, because you must not know what an NDA can really do to you. It can ruin your entire career, like in an instant. Like, I've been under NDAs, and it's crucial to not ever say anything. Even if I was mad at the person, or I didn't get paid for something, I still would not oust that, or go behind that NDA, because I could be in trouble. You know, I could be in legal, you know, matters because of that. You know, and that's, you know, I'm under NDA pretty much almost all the time, you know, in terms of, you know, things like that. So, and a lot of times, you know, the reason why I don't share some of the projects that I do sometimes is because I forget about them, or I forget that they're out, you know. Every once in a while, I'll see something, I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I remember I worked on that," or whatever, and then I posted it up, you know, or whatever. I posted stuff before on Twitter, so but yeah, when you're under NDA, man, you can't be doing that. You can't be telling people nothing. You better not be telling a single soul about anything that you do, you know, like, because they'll get you, man. Those companies, they do not play around. You think Nintendo's bad? Nintendo is just the half of it. You don't know what goes behind closed doors. Trust me, you do not know. and sometimes it's pretty intense. Yeah, when you're under NDAs, man, it's a whole nother ball game. You cannot say, you know, so you can't. The dude that we were talking to, the things he was saying, I was all like, bro, you shouldn't be saying that stuff. Like, you shouldn't be saying anything at all. You shouldn't even be talking, you know. And you know, sure enough, he got all mad and butthurt about what I said, and then he's like, okay, I'm out of here, you know. I'm just like, dude, I caught you. This is literally what happened. I caught you in your little lie or whatever you were trying to do. Like, you ain't slick, dude. Like, you messing with people who have been around and stuff, you know. You know, NDAs are no joke, man. You break that contract, ooh, man, repercussions come your way real quick. And luckily, I've been fortunate enough to never have broken an NDA. Every once in a while, it might be, every once in a while it is okay to break an NDA if they violate something in your in that contract that you were supposed to, you know, receive or whatever. And but it's easier to just go to court for it, and a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, they'll just settle out of court for the most part. But in the film industry, you definitely don't want to go to court for anything, because you'll get blackballed real quick, like in an instant. You'll be blackballed from the industry. You'll never be able to recuperate ever. You'll be done, because everybody will be like, oh yeah, that's the guy that ratted me out or whatever. That's just how they see it. Even if what you did was a good thing, they will still refuse to work with you because they know that you're, quote unquote, a rat, basically. I guess it's kind of like the Italian mob mentality, except for you don't get whacked, you just go away. You just get blacklisted from the industry. That's it, you know. And you're barred from ever being able to make, you know, anything that has to do with films or anything. I mean, you're not necessarily barred from actually making your own stuff, but you're definitely barred from, you know, ever being in a award show or anything like that, like Cannes or anything like that. You won't be able to ever do anything there or anything, unless you like completely change your face and everything and your name and everything. Like, it's funny how much people are like, well, it's, you know, it's a small community. Trust me, like, film is a very small community. There are people who don't even know who I am. You know, there's a lot of people who don't know who I am. But it's very small, and majority of people know the majority of people. It's like, once you're in, though, like once you're in and you're good and you have a, you know, a solid, like, I only do music videos, so, you know, like, that's where my you know, and it's mostly independent artist, you know, so I don't get the same, you know, kind of. But once you're like in, like let's just say you do like a movie, and you do really well, more than likely they're gonna call you back and be like, "Hey, you did this movie with us a couple months ago. Hey, are you free to come in and do this movie with us?" Yeah, like that's kind of how it works in a way. Yes, granted, there are times where you do have to find what you want to do, but once the ball starts rolling, you're good. You're golden. You're solid. So it was just weird to see that somebody would just like basically ruin their career for that, and I was just like, nah, this dude's definitely either trolling or he was definitely trolling. Like, I was just like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This dude is trolling. Because once he said NDA, and I was like, do you even know what NDA means, bro? Like, I was just like, it means non-disclosure agreement. And that means we will have your ass if you say anything. Basically. And if you're under NDA with your company, like, why would you even remotely say anything? And if you're under NDA with a company, you're independent, you're freelance. It's even worse, Like, if you're freelance and they get you, whew, it's worse for you than if you were like under a company or something like that. Actually, you know what? It's worse either way. To be honest, like it's worse either way. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because even with the company, they'll still get you. They get you. Actually, they'd probably even be worse. It'd probably be like some Nintendo status type of stuff, bury you out in the desert kind of thing. Not literally or anything like that. Nothing literal there, but it would be some pretty substantial repercussions. Like you'd be paying probably the rest of your life. I think I need to go back to Metro City. This is a good spot to like kind of grind to get your level up. Good spot to do that. Well, at least when you're under 30, it's a good spot. Let's see. Does this guy have energy drinks? This pizza dude? This hot dog. It's funny, he has hot dog and donuts, right? But I don't think he has hot dog or donuts on his menu. I didn't want to fight him, but that's cool. He'll be an easy fight anyways. Quick and easy fight. Get an energy drink out of him. Get some Zenny. He doesn't have energy drinks, okay. But he has tickets. Weird. He's got donuts. He definitely has donuts on the... But he has no hot dogs. I'm guessing the hot dogs come later, right? Hot dogs probably give you like this gives you 20,000. Hot dogs probably give you like 80,000. Even though hot dogs are like the worst thing you could ever have in your entire life. Like, hot dogs are bad, man. They're so bad for you. They're delicious, that's for sure, but they're so terrible for you. just funny. It's funny because he has 2 hot dog holes, right? And then he's got the hot dog, right? Donuts, and he's got 2 donuts and the hot dog. And I'm just like, you know what that looks like, right, Capcom? it's like I know, get your mind out of the gutter, but come on, man. Like, it looks a little risque there, Capcom. Just letting you know. Just gonna try to get some more Zenny, maybe get some. This side stuff doesn't really do much. I don't really get anything for them. I mean, some of them I get. Like, I don't even think I get XP for some of this stuff. I get Zenny for them, though. Talk to you? What's this one? It's hither and thither? Hither and thither? Let's see. It might be a night mission. I think it is. Yeah. But yeah. Gotta be careful, man. Gotta be careful when you're talking to some of these people online, man. They'll pull your chain, man. Because you can spot them though, because they don't know what they're talking about. They have no idea. They're just like they try to sound intelligent, and then you hear something like well, I'm under NDA, and I'm just like, are you, bro? Because if you were, you wouldn't be saying some of that stuff that you've been saying. I'm just saying, especially if you want to get paid. Because sometimes some of those, I mean, I know in the film industry it's so different, but I know in film, man, sometimes they'll pay you half and then pay you half later. You know, like it just depends on the who you're working for. You know. I had that a couple times. I actually worked on a music video not that long ago where I had to wait to basically get paid. It sucks when that happens though, because it's like, dude, like, I need to get paid here, man.
Spinning bird kick.
Not bad.
Spinning bird kick.
I can't do that right now, huh? I gotta wait until it's all up and stuff.
Spinning bird kick.
Yeah, there's just certain things that I'm like, it's like, I don't know, man. Whoa. Hey now. I ain't worried about these fools. Yeah. But I think, you know, I really like, can't wait to see what Final Fantasy 16 has in store. Just off the beta alone, I was a little like, okay, alright. Because I was a little skeptic at first. I was a little bit skeptic at first. I was like, I'm not sure about this game. I really was. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if this is gonna be a good game or not. And honestly, I haven't seen, from what I played of it, I haven't seen anything where I'm like, this sucks, I'm not gonna play this. Demo wise and video wise, I've seen some stuff from different people and stuff that were like, this was, you know, it's a good game, you know, or whatever. Ah. He's doing his crap now. It sucks because, like, I don't, you know what, maybe I need a damage boost. There we go. Outgoing damage boost. Maybe like a, max punch strength, maybe. I put that on. Incoming damage cut. Dang, dude. Ah, dang, dude. I have to come back to this dude. Might have to come back to this guy. Because he's giving me some trouble there. Let's see. Which one is this? Danger City Seminar? Oh, it's gonna give me miles. I want stuff that's gonna give me Zenny so I can buy. What is this one? This one's Barrel Bustin' Bonanza. Barrel Bustin' Bonanza. So that we can have some energy drinks when we go into fighting this dude. Who am I gawking at? Nobody. I ain't gawking at no one. Don't worry. Okay. Report back to Samson. Guessing that's during the day, probably. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go and do it during the day. Wasn't that just fun? Listen, listen, guys. Okay, I don't want no beef. All right, I don't need these types of issues in my life. All right. I'm just a kid in a big city. Yeah, I'm guessing this is when I can. We're on Barrel Bonanza. Barrel Bustin' Bonanza. I mean, I could totally fast. I could probably just fast travel that way, huh? I always forget I can fast travel. Games like this, yeah. RPGs, I'm always like, yup, thank God for fast traveling. Because there's times where I'm like, dang, dude. Because sometimes they put a lot of crap. A lot of open area in RPGs. Like The Witcher. Fantastic game, but man, if we didn't have fast travel in that game, I don't think. I mean, there's still a lot of people who didn't finish it, but I don't think anybody would have finished that game if it didn't have the fast travel in it. I've played that game like 4 or 5 times, beaten it 4 or 5 times. Like I love that game. It's so good. Like I beat it a couple times on the Xbox. I beat it on the Xbox One. I beat it on the PS4 for sure. Also beat it when they did the update. I beat it a couple more times after that, or before that. So yeah, I've played that game quite a bit. This one's gonna give me Zenny. With this Subway Shenanigans. Subway Shenanigans, okay. Let's see. Subway Shenanigans. Might actually have to go to the Subway. Excuse me. Sorry. That just creeped up on me. Let's go to Beat Square and see if there's if I think I know what I'm seeing. Yeah, see, look at that. How phallic does that look? You know, yes, granted, the hot dog isn't, in the middle there, but come on. Come on. Capcom. Do better, okay? I think I'm just supposed to ride the subway, right? Subway Shenanigans. Sounds like a gang has taken over the subway platform. Clear them out so that regular passengers can ride the trains again. Ride the subway to the platform by... Oh, okay. I think I need to... Urban Park, so we can get to the... subway over here. I think there's a subway over here. I think it's right here near the Hagar State. Hagar. Could have swore it was over here. Somewhere. Maybe not. Let's just go back to the station that we know. Because don't want to keep running around and stuff. And I think this is like level 30 or something like that, or level 20 or something. Some of these guys, I don't think they were really high up. Yeah, they're like 20s. I remember coming through here the first time, yeah, I had a problem because they were a lot higher level than I was, for sure. Look at this dude, man. He's just like, what? Get out of here. No way. Get off of me, man. I think I just did one of Guile's movesets right there. Nice, I'm level 30 now. And I got more Zenny too. Okay. This doesn't look like just one gang, this looks like a set of gangs. Yeah, I like DJ's moveset. So far, he's been pretty good. Like I like Chun-Li's too, but like it looks, it's fast, but it makes my character look a little weird. All bending over like that, dude. Let's see. Probably should. Was that it? I think that was it, huh? Maybe this is the gang I have to fight.
The next stop is Beat Square. Beat Square Station.
Dang. I like Lily's too, though. Lily's moveset is pretty cool. Plus, she's got those like tompas. I don't know, I've always liked that fighting style where you kick more than you punch. One of my favorite movies of all time, man, Bloodsport. I love that movie. And then I also love Kickboxer, which is another Jean-Claude Van Damme. When I was a kid, I was a huge Jean-Claude Van Damme fan. Like, I loved... I mean, I still am, of course, you know. But, you know, before that, that was before I discovered, like, you know, Donnie Yen and, you know, discovered, you know, Tony Jaa and just, you know, some of the more, like, actual real martial artists. Not to say that Jean-Claude doesn't know martial arts, it's just, he's not, like, from what I know is that he's not a competitor, so that's at least from what I understand. I mean, I've never looked it up. I'm sure I'd find it somewhere. But let's see, did we get this mission? Subway shenanigans. No, it's 50% still. Ride the subway to the platform by Hager Memorial Stadium. That's what I did. I did that. Sounds like a gang. I don't know. Yeah, because Union Park, I think, is the only station. It's near Hager Station. It's near Hager Memorial Stadium. Oh, this is Beat Street, or Beat Square. I'm gonna write again and see if maybe it's just man, I got the hiccups right now.
Urban Park Station.
I don't know why. Ooh, I'm almost about to die there, man. All this talk about 80s action movies got me all like, man, I wanna watch an 80s action movie. I just think that movies back then were just better, honestly. Like, in terms of just like pure love for film, they loved it when they were, you know, making those movies and stuff. I feel like now it's just all rehashed crap, or Marvel movies, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, I like the Marvel movies to an extent. I like superhero movies, but like they don't make movies like they used to. I mean, every once in a while we get something, you know, like John Wick or you know, Avatar or something like that, where, you know, it kind of, you know, brings us back to that kind of old school way of filmmaking. But for the most part, we usually get, you know,
Spinning bird kick.
jeez. But yeah, nowadays we just get mostly crap, you know? Like don't get me wrong, I liked I watched Extraction 2 the other day.
Urban Park Station.
It wasn't bad, you know. It had some really good action scenes, but like story-wise, you know, it was like, well, whatever, you know. Like it wasn't great or anything.
Hey.
I'm hoping that
Indeed.
did we take care of the gang? We did. Well then, should have some Zenny to enough Zenny to go over here. These cars won't hit you. It looks like they just speed up. Talk. Buy. We're gonna buy as many as we can. Okay, so we can only buy 3. Why is it so expensive, man? I'm like thinking to myself, like, it's so expensive. This should be good enough to get us to fighting this Bao Bao man or whatever his name is.
Let's talk about this.
Should have just fast traveled to Beach Square. Okay, Mr. Bao Bao Man, where are you? Hey, are you running? Actually, let's go to this guy.
Welcome.
What's the cheapest that he's got on the menu that's gonna give us full health, though? Looks like the pepperoni pizza.
Thanks for stopping by.
Don't want to spend too much, man, you know? Gotta save some of that Zenny for other things. Hopefully maybe we can beat him this time. Dang, dude. Like, he shouldn't even be this hard at all. Oh my gosh. Bow bow, bro. What? Wow. Oh my gosh, dude. Quit doing that, bro. Like, come on, man. Just spamming one button. Like, that doesn't make it fun, you know? Makes it kind of boring at that point if you're doing that. Maybe I need to... Let's see. Got different styles here. I might be able to... Let's see Ryu's style. I mean, that's gonna give me better stuff, so... Honestly, probably should just put that on because it's gonna give you better stats and stuff. Rest of this stuff isn't gonna give me anything. It looks goofy, but if it helps, maybe. Oh my gosh, really? Where is he? Of course he ran past me. Don't have any when you're in my way. Dang, dude. Felt like I was fighting. Actually fighting. Damn, dude. I get this, dude. Don't want to speak too soon, though. Oh, shit. I mean, it's cool that I have all that stuff to bring back my vitality, but I think it makes it kind of unfair for the... But then, you know what? Forget the computer. The computer makes it unfair for me. Damn it. They really do, man. Because I'm sitting here, I'm trying to fight these guys, beat them and stuff. They freaking messing me up and everything. Sweet. Man, I might as well keep the... Because nothing compares to it right now. Nothing compares to him, so... Might as well keep the costume on. And it's cool because it's a Blanca, you know? It's a Blanca costume. If it was like a Ryu costume, I'd probably be like, this is kind of lame, but it's Blanca. Blanca's cool. Oh, okay. Mad Gear Gang. Alright. Oh, am I supposed to keep his, I'm guessing I'm supposed to keep his head thing on. Oh. These don't really do much, do they? Like this, the accessories and stuff? They don't do anything.
What's up?
Okay. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna end it early tonight. Thanks everyone for coming out, checking out the live stream. Definitely appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe. Also follow me on Twitter at Darkonimus, where I post all my gaming shenanigans. I actually didn't do that in the beginning. I just realized that. But anybody who watched to the end, definitely hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll do all that stuff. And I will see you guys back here on Saturday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern for some more Street Fighter 6. Have a good night, everyone.